It was called the Dream Team, and they won 5 gold medals. 4 of those athletes went on to become world champions as professionals. The most prominent, Sugar Ray Leonard, and his games were filled with, there was some controversy in the background. His girlfriend had given birth to a child out of wedlock a couple of years earlier, Juanita. And during the games, while he was at the game, he was sued by the state of Maryland because she applied for welfare, and had to name him as the father, and then they went after him to get some of the money. He was going to go. His plans were to go to the University of Maryland, and he changed his plans and became a professional, and became a very good professional. Came back to the Olympic Stadium a few years later and fought Roberto Duran in a famous fight, the No Mas fight. You had the Spinks brothers, Leon and Michael, both won gold medals. Walter Davis Jr. was probably the most interesting of the guys. He's one of the only guy who didn't go on to win a professional title. He had 3 title fights. He lost them all. But his story is interesting because of what he had to do to get to the Olympics. He was in the U.S. Army, and he wasn't training full time, but he was a pretty good boxer. And he first came on the radar when he won the U.S. AAU championship. He beat Thomas Hitman Hearns. Then to get to the Olympics, in the Olympic trial, he had to beat Aaron Pryor, another future world champion, twice in 1 week. Just to get to the Olympics, he had to fight, 2 of the greatest fighters ever. There was another fighter who only won a bronze medal, but also became a champion later. That was John Tate. And John Tate had the unfortunate experience of going up against Teofilo Stevenson from Cuba in the semifinal round. And Teofilo Stevenson won the second of his 3 Olympic gold medals. He was later offered $5 million to make his pro debut against Muhammad Ali. Wow. And he famously said, "What's $5 million against the love of 8 million Cubans?" Now, the guy was either very patriotic or very stupid. Teofilo Stevenson died a hero in Cuba. John Tate wasn't as fortunate. He had a lot of drug problems, and he died in a car accident.